So this is what my kitchen looks like when we moved in here. I needed to do a makeover that is both budget friendly and renter friendly. So I'm going to share with you guys exactly what I came up with. So I took a trip to P&Q. You guys can see they have so many options of lovely contact paper. So I initially wanted to go with this goldish brownish type, but then also I wanted to keep it white and gray. So I also love this one. As you can see, it is £5 per wrap. I ended up using about 2 wraps. So first you need to prep the surface. You need to thoroughly white it, because if there is any debris, it's going to show under the contact paper. So this is the one I finally went for. It is mostly white with a touch of gray. So I'm just going to start laying it down. So to get a flawless flat surface, you would need these two things. Like they were really helpful. The red one, I don't even know what it's called, is to flatten it up, and then a hobby knife. When I come to edges, I love to apply some heat, and I'm using my hair dryer. You can also use a heat gun just to apply a little heat to help it lay flawlessly. So when I got around the sink, I'm using the hobby knife to trace out the sink. So here is what it looks like after I'm done applying it. So for my sink, I'm going to be using a silicone to just seal up the edges, because you don't want water to go through it. At first it was very difficult because I didn't have the gun, so it was so tacky. If you want to use this particular silicone, just try to get like a gun to apply it. I also purchased a plain white contact paper to use around my cabinet. Initially I wanted to use the plain white all over the cabinet, but I will show you guys what I ended up doing. It was so difficult to use the contact paper because I have a shaker cabinet, so I just used the white plain ones around the cabinet area. For my backsplash, at first I wanted to get a contact paper to cover it, like the backsplash contact paper, but it was so expensive. I would be spending about £100 to cover up my kitchen, so I decided to go for a grout reviver or a grout pen. So this was amazing. As soon as I painted the grout, just took it out from that brownish color, the whole place was sparkling white. So I only used the contact paper around the cabinet. I couldn't use it on the cabinet because of this nasty pullout. It was just so gross. No matter how I tried to cover it with a contact paper, it was always peeking through. Like I couldn't get a flawless lay. So I decided to do something else. I took a trip to P&Q and I got this very flat MDF, the white one. I already went with my measurements. I measured all the cabinets. You can see it's about 8 pounds per sheet, but the guy that cut this thing for me at P&Q was so kind. It would have cost me about 70 pounds to cover up my kitchen cabinet, but he told me that it is cheaper to get like a very big one rather than getting the small sheets, and I ended up paying just about 24 pounds. It's also free to cut at B&Q. You buy your wood and they cut it free for you. So now I'm home because I already measured it out. I know where each one would go. I'm just going to go ahead and transfer the handles in my white MDF sheet. So to stick this on my cabinet, I'm using a double-sided tape. This is the heavy duty one. This is so strong. It holds a lot of things. I've used it for a long time. So I'm just going to go around and stick them on my cabinet. I actually did 4 points, 2 on top, 2 under, and then place my white MDF on top of it. So before I move on, I wanted to show you guys the difference, the old cabinet and the new one, and it looks amazing how transformed it is. For the drawers, the same thing. I will usually place it in front and get the center where I will attach the knobs. Like I said, I'm reusing everything in this kitchen. I didn't try purchasing a different knobs or cabinet, so I just replaced it with the ones that I met here. So we have this little space in the kitchen that I felt would be perfect for a quick breakfast area. So I went over and I got this cabinet. So it is originally from B&Q, but I purchased it from Facebook Marketplace for 15 bucks. Like, it was amazing. So this is 15 pounds, and I went to B&Q and I got a thicker MDF board. This is just a lot thicker than the ones that I used on the cabinet. I also used the white ones to cover up the legs because I just didn't like how the legs were showing. So I went to B&Q and also purchased a contact paper. This time around I decided to go for something darker because the kitchen was looking too whitish, so I decided to use a contact paper that is darker than the ones that I have. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay it on my board. here is what I have now. Obviously, we're going to be sitting around here. So initially, I thought that this would take just 2 seats, but I realized that it would take up to 3 bar stools. It looks so cute. I'll see my little best friend. He comes here every morning to say hi. Hi, kitty kitty. Oh, hi, baby. He's looking for my kids. He comes here every morning to see the kids. I'm surprised he's coming by this time. He usually comes very early when the kids are having breakfast. They're just here. He's just here watching them and they're talking. Hi, boo boo. Hi. So I'm so happy that we have an extra storage now. I plan to put the kids' plates and cups here so it will be easily accessible to them. So first I'm going to clean it up because when I drilled the countertop, it kind of left a lot of dust inside the drawer. So I'm just going to go ahead and vacuum it, and then I will do a thorough cleaning of the kitchen before we reveal the final outcome.
Keep my hands on myself. Take out dust them off, put them back up on the shelf. Kiss my little baby girl as in me. Am I coming out of left field? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Let me kick it like it's 1986 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. I can feel it still. Mama call a grave digger, gone with the falling leaves. Am I coming out of left field? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might have had your fill, I can feel it still. We can fight a war for peace. Give into that easy living, goodbye to my hopes and dreams. Stop flipping for my enemies. We could wait until the walls come down. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1986 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. I can feel it could stare.
Words spill out of your mouth. You wish you were someone else. I miss you, but I know you miss your old self too. Silver once golden. There's only so much holding on you can take when your mind's at stake. Oh wait, do what you gotta do, what you gotta do to be you again. Do what you gotta do, what you gotta do to put your heart to rest. I'll keep waiting as long as it takes. Do what you gotta do, what you gotta do to be you again.
So here is the final look. Totally, I spent about £78, which I am so happy for because this is a rented house. I didn't want to invest a lot of money, but I just wanted my kitchen to look a bit nicer than I met it. So I hope you'll enjoy this video. If you have any question, you can comment down below and I will definitely answer it. So see you all in my next video. Okay, bye.